Aaron Max Fried had been so sharp all season long. What was different about his stuff tonight?
Yeah, I don't think he had as good breaking ball going tonight. And then that inning just left some pitches in the heart of the plate to, some really good hitters there. Fell behind Shohei, and he gets them. I thought Teoscar did a good job. I think might have been a changeup that he just kind of punched the other way, and then Smith gets him back through the middle, and then it looked like a sinker right middle down to Freddie. So just a rough inning where some good hitters, got to him.
Fried not the only one that's had trouble with Shohei Ohtani. What makes him such a good hitter?
Well, I mean, he's just, massive power, controls the strike zone. But about as dangerous as anyone with, just his athleticism and just power to all fields.
You consider sticking with Loaisiga longer there in that inning, or were you always going Hill when they brought up?
Yeah, because I figured Betts was down, so yeah, I'm going for the Hill Muncy, try and get the ball on the ground there. And Timney's such a strike thrower that, he ends up losing him there, but or Conforto, I'm sorry. We walked Muncy. Loses Conforto there, still gets a ground ball to get out of it, and then gets Shohei the next go around. But once the inning unfolded in the way that it did, I was going Timmy there with the lefties, knowing they probably weren't going to use Betts.
Even after the first inning, Judge and Tony. Judge makes a great catch. Tony hits another homer. Two of the greatest players putting on a show. You're in the middle of a game, but you kind of look back and say, wow, that's a great show by two great players.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly marvel at, some of the players on this field tonight, certainly. I mean, there's a number of just MVPs and all-star, just great players. And, Judgy obviously had a great game with the homer and the double and an outstanding play in the gap. And so, some of the stars really shone tonight.
Aaron, did you think the Dodgers' familiarity with Fried had anything to do with it? They faced him so many times in the past.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think it's more some good hitters taking advantage of some, center cut pitches that Max didn't really get him where he wanted to. I think, ultimately it comes down to that when you're facing, really good hitters, execution becomes the key.
Aaron, what do you like about De Los Santos in that situation?
Well, we're going through a righty lane there. Delo's been really good with that sinker. Does a good job getting Teoscar. And then Smith, I thought he actually did all right with Smith, gets the broken bat looper, and then you got a tough matchup with Freddie. He gets him with the double the other way. But, wasn't going to stick with Hill there through after he's, 2 ups and going through Hernandez and Smith there.